first thing we're going to want to do is jack up the vehicle and take those wheels off. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through this. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do once you get the tire off, so I have the wheel turned to the left for working on the right tire. So we got two nuts that we're going to have to back off. We got this right here that has a cotter pin through it. And we also have this one back here that attaches to the inner tie rod. Ooh, that's the inner tie rod. But so what we got to do is we're going to have to back this one off, and then we'll have to take this one out, and we'll have to use the pickle fork and hammer down here on the little boot next to the ball joint to actually get that to separate from there. So we're going to go ahead and find something to clamp on right here, back off this bolt or this nut, and get this one set. One thing to note though is you probably want to mark some way, somehow, how far this tie rod goes in on these threads. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to back this off, and then we'll figure out a way of marking it so we know how deep it is. And we'll also compare it to the old, or to the new tie rod as well. So I'll go ahead and back that off. Alright, so I don't think I have a wrench right now on me that is big enough for this, but it looks like about a 19 millimeter. So I'm just going to not do that one yet with the wrench, but I do have an adjustable wrench. And then this part right here where there's a little flat part, that fits a nice 3/4 or an 18 millimeter. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this up a little bit, see if we can get the nut to pop loose. Alright, well, beating on it with a hammer wasn't getting anywhere, so we're going to get the torch out here, and we're going to go ahead and heat that up a little bit. So. Alright, so let me see if we can bust that loose now. There we go, busted right loose. You can see that right there. So we should be good on the other side too. We'll go ahead and put the wrench on this here. Yep, that's good inside there too. So now we can go ahead and back this off here, and we'll go ahead and work on the other one. Alright, so next we're going to want to pull out this pin. So that's pulled out there, and then we'll, it looks like a 17 millimeter on top of there. I'm just so, see if I'm right there. Sure enough, that is a 17. And then hopefully this one doesn't give us as much issues as the other one did. There we go, that popped off. I did spray these beforehand to see if that could help bust up the rust a little bit. Some PB Blast here, so hopefully that helped on this one. There you go, that's off. And then we're just gonna see if we can pop this down, see if we get lucky here, but we might have to get the pickle forks out. Oh, sure enough. Came right out, and that was my light falling down. That's fun. I'm gonna put that right back up there. And then we'll, if this isn't hot here, it's a little hot, well, maybe we can just go ahead and thread it out. But let's take note of where this nut is here, and let's take a look at our new one to see if it's about the same length. Remember, you have to get in alignment after every single time replacing these tie rods. So yes, it does look like it's the exact same. So what we're going to do is we're just going to back that nut back down as close as we can to it, and then we're going to thread this out, thread this one back in. Alright, there we go. Now let's grab the new one. Now these are left and right specific, so you need to make sure you get the right one. I went with the Moog, so let's take a look and see what the difference is here. This old one's a little hot. So take a look at the differences here. Look at how much beefier the Moog tie rod is than the original. And then also the actual ball joint, just a lot beefier. It's going to hold out better, and it's also greasable too on the bottom. So big upgrade going with Moog. So we're going to go ahead and put this one on. Be sure that this doesn't spin at all. The actual shaft doesn't spin at all when you're spinning this in, because it's also threaded. Okay, so just based upon the actual thread of how this is inside here, it didn't match up exactly up and down here. So we're going to have to compromise either one way or another, either backing this forward or backing this upwards to make it work. So what we're going to do is just kind of back it off just a tap. Do that. Take this guy here. Go ahead and tighten this down. And we'll slide it on up. Try to get this to move on the ball joint. Just like that. And then we'll grab our nut and we'll put it on. Alright, so with this now ready, and we got the nut here, we're just going to go ahead and slide that on. Now the kit did come with a new cotter pin too, so we'll take a look between the two and see which one we like better. Probably should go with the new one, and also after looking at this nut here, it might have to go with the new version than this one, because it might not go how it should. So this is a little bit bigger nut this time, so we need to go with an extra size up. I think it's an 18 millimeter then. Yep, 18 is correct for this new Moog one. Just gonna tighten it nice and tight here. All right, we'll give it a little extra turn so that way the nut lines up correctly. There we go. And then we can grab the new cotter pin here. I'm going to slide it in the back, slide it through, take our pair of pliers here, smash that over, that way it won't come out, like that. And then let's tighten this down a little bit here. So up here we're going to go ahead and take our adjustable ratchet or adjustable vice grips, and we'll attach it onto the Moog tire rod, and we'll just take our adjustable wrench and just kind of tighten it up a little bit. It's going for an alignment tomorrow, so they'll do the extra tightening for me, but for now this is it. This is what we needed to do, and I think we're all set. So if this video helped you at all, please make sure to put a like and subscribe on my channel and my video, and also check out my other Mazda videos. I also have rear sway bar links and rear shocks that I'm putting on. But just do the same for the other side, and you guys are good to go. Make sure you get that alignment too. So thanks for watching.